Hi everyone. In this lecture, we'll learn to use some more UI basic customization. As you can see, our header includes 2 rows for displaying texts. To customize an object on the scene, we need something in the source code to refer to this UI object. For the header label, for example, select this UI element, hold Ctrl, then drag to the custom class source code. In the pop-up menu that appears, keep outlet connection and type in a meaningful name. This is the name of the property in the source code that references to the UI label. Similarly, create an outlet for our button. Alright. Now that we use lower camel case for property name, and finally we need 2 outlets for the terms in our labels. Okay, good. Let's go back to our controller. Now delete everything below the viewDidLoad method. Alright, basically the 6's instance variable we've just created are called IBOutlet. We now still customize those in a method called setupUI. We'll declare the method, then call it in the viewDidLoad method. Our IBOutlet references the corresponding UI element on the scene that this custom class backs. Everything we do to them is applied to the corresponding UI element. Alright, we've made a change for the title label, but we want to make the label look like the wireframe. So let's go ahead and implement more customization. Basically, the header label has 2 lines. So we'll store 2 strings for each line. Simply create 2 variables, then assign a string for it. Because we'll apply different styles for these. In iOS, regular Swift strings are great for storing plain text, but as soon as you want formatting, images, or interactivity, you need to reach for NS attributed string. First of all, we need to create an instance of NS attributed string. We'll apply it to our label later. It takes 2 inputs. One that holds a regular string or the string we want to style. So let's fill in a string. It's the title variable in our case. And the attributes will be defined as a dictionary. Now, we want our text to be rendered at a 28 point. We're going to use NS attributed string.key.font as the key, and the value is going to be an instance of UI font class. Okay, next let's try to add another key value to change the text color. Similar to the font, let's copy over the one from here. To change the text color, we need to use foreground color property instead of font, and the value should be an instance of UI color. This will color the text brown. Alright. We now can apply all the stuff that we've created for our title label. Simply call attributed text property on the label, then assign the attributed text variable for it. Okay, the title label now looks more interesting. Alright, similarly, we create an attribute string for the subtitle. Then append it to the attributed text variable. So the attributed text variable now includes 2 strings that correspond to its attribute. Next, let's add constraints to the label. By using constraints or auto layout, it will allow us to create an adaptive UI that responds appropriately to changes in the screen size. Next, we'll want to add line spacing to the label. To do that, we need to create an empty paragraph between the title and the subtitle. Let's try to set line spacing to 5 for the paragraph. Okay, once we got the paragraph, we're going to add it to the attributed text variable. Alright, simply follow the syntax. Basically, we want to fit the paragraph to the attributed text. Okay, let's move this line to here. We want the attributed title and subtitle ready before adding the paragraph. Set number of lines of labels to 0, which means infinite number of lines. Very good. Okay, our header label looks good for now. We also have another way to add line spacing to our label by using line break characters like this. The text system of OS recognizes this character as paragraph breaks. Let's see how it looks. Okay, it still works. Alright, you can choose whatever way you want. It's up to you. Feel free to try to give it a try yourself. In the next video, we continue to customize our objects. Alright, see you then.